Alright guys, the Nintendo Direct just got started. Here's my reaction. See Luigi versus some mummies or... Wait, is Simon Belmont gonna be playable? Dude, there are so many... Well, Luigi is a ghost now. Oh, dude. Yo, I called it! Simon Belmont. I'm not that big of a Castlevania fan, but I do think that this is a really nice addition, and people have been asking about this for quite some time. Yo.
You don't belong in this world, monster!
Richter Belmont. Oh, that's pretty cool too. It's really cool that they're also adding Castlevania characters as playable characters though. Alucard? I'm not the biggest fan ever of Castlevania, but I still think that Castlevania is an awesome series.
Hello, I'm Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited. This is a follow-up to our recent announcements about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Without further ado, the legendary vampire hunter from the Castlevania series, Simon Belmont, is finally joining the roster.
It's really nice that he has been added.
He's been given a bit of a makeover. His signature item is, of course, his holy whip, the far-flinging vampire killer. It leaves you open to attack, and it's a bit slow, but I think its average reach during normal attacks is longer than any other fighters.
Doesn't that make him a little OP? I don't know.
His special attacks are very recognizable. The axe, cross, holy water, and uppercut. While they may seem simple, they are very powerful. And his final smash is called Grand Cross.
Yo.
Simon's stage is none other than Dracula's Castle. It's the darkest of stages in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Looks awesome.
When an attack hits one of the candlesticks, an item will appear. In this stage, bosses from across the Castlevania series will rear their ugly heads. They make Dracula's castle feel true to the world from whence they came. And when speaking of Castlevania, you can't forget to mention the music. For this stage, we will incorporate 34 music tracks, including new and classic tunes. The Castlevania series is very popular among our music team, and they were excited to work on these arrangements.
Oh, that's pretty damn cool.
Simon's immortal rival will appear. Dracula. Reborn every 100 years, he is eternally fated to wage war against descendants of the Belmont clan. Under what conditions will he appear? Time will tell. Now, for a brand new assist trophy.
Alucard.
Alucard, son of Dracula, will lend his steel in battle.
Too bad he's not
He
playable
wields the
though.
Crucigram, transforms into a bat, and dodges attacks by assuming mist form. He's very similar to his starring role in Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Like other assist trophies, he's susceptible to attack and KO as well. Nevertheless, he'll prove to be quite challenging. And we have one more fighter for you.
Oh man.
The vampire hunter who starred in classics like Castlevania Rondo of Blood, Richter Belmont, joins the battle. Richter is an echo fighter based on Simon. Though his strength is the same, his look, voice, and animations all set him apart. Besides, the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate version of Simon can perform moves derived from Richter in his original games, so it's hard to say who's really echoing who. I hope you'll enjoy them both. Farewell! I'd like to introduce two more Echo Fighters from completely different series while we're on the topic.
Okay,
Please take a look.
awesome. Not another Fire Emblem character, come on. Don't you think that we have enough Fire Emblem characters? Come on.
Anything can change. Hey, sir!
Dark Samus. Nice addition, but not really one that I will be very, very excited about. Because again, it's a Phazon clone. It's a Phazon clone of Samus, so.
Chrom and Dark Samus join the battle. You may have seen this coming. Both fighters have been highly requested. They're each slightly different than the fighters they're based on, so pick whoever you enjoy most. As you can see, depending on your settings, you can either display all Echo Fighters separately on the Fighter Select screen or stack them with the fighters they're based on. When stacked, you can switch between them with the press of a button.
Okay. Nice.
This time, we plan to reveal the design of every fighter before the game launches. We'll have a few
Okay.
more to announce later, so stay tuned.
Stages.
For stages, we're mainly including returning favorites.
I really like Shadow
Allow me to
Monsters from
introduce
Smash
some of the
Bros.
stages
Brawl,
we haven't shown before.
as well as Figure 8 Circuit. I think it's really, really cool that they're adding all the stages in one game. Okay. New Donk City Hall?
We put a lot of effort into enhancing the look of the stages and rebalancing them as well.
Yo.
That said, for stages that originally appeared in the Nintendo 64 game, we prioritized nostalgia, intentionally keeping the classic look. The stage total is turning out to be pretty impressive. Let's compare it to the totals in previous games. Now the total number of stages is
103.
We must be crazy. If we exclude Battlefield, Final Destination, and Big Battlefield, we'd have exactly 100. But take a look at the stage select screen.
Holy
Every stage
crap.
has to be transformed into both Battlefield and Omega form, so the total number of stages is actually more than 300.
This is
All of the stages can
insane.
be played in 8-player battles, and they are all available from the beginning. Additionally, you have the option to turn off stage hazards. When you're looking for a change of pace and don't want to be interrupted by hazards, select this option for a less chaotic experience. Also, the order of the stages matches the order in which they were introduced in the series, just like the fighters.
Okay.
Regarding stages, we have a little surprise. Please take a look.
Okay, it's showing Brinstar. Okay.
Check
Okay.
that out. While playing, the stage can transform around you. But first, you must select the stage morph option. Then, you can pick 2 stages on the stage select menu.
Okay.
Feel free to choose any stages you like and have fun.
Okay. Not sure if I'm going to use that, but I'll see.
For the player who wants it all, My Music lets you select specific tracks for each stage.
We had
and
that in
this feature
Smash
is
Brothers for
making a
Wii
return.
U and 3DS, if I'm not mistaken. So
Until
it's
now,
still a nice
each
feature.
stage had its own set of music tracks. But this time, the tracks are organized by series instead. For example, as long as you're playing on a stage based on the Legend of Zelda series, you can pick any of the tracks included from that series.
Okay, nice
Now for the
addition.
total number of music tracks from stages. This is also ultimate. Oh wow.
Holy
More than 800 tracks. And if we count other types of music, like menus and fanfare, then there's actually about 900 compositions. If you played them all in a row, without looping or stopping, there's more than 28 hours worth of music.
They're
These game
adding.
franchises are a big part of video game history, and the result is a massive library of memorable music. All of this packed into one game. This, in itself, is extraordinary.
This is
Of course,
insane.
there's a sound test menu as well. For your browsing pleasure, we've sorted all of the tracks by game series. It's like having an album for each series. If a track has no corresponding fighter or stage, or if it's from one title rather than a series, it can be found in the Other section. You can create your own playlists to sort them in any order you like, anytime, as much as you want. In handheld mode, you can play music while the screen is turned off. It's kinda like using your Nintendo Switch as a music player.
Okay. I'm not sure if I'm
A
going
huge
to use
variety of
that,
music
but
has been collected for the game, and you can sample some of these tracks on the official website. We're planning to add selections basically every week, so please stay tuned.
Okay, I'll check it out. So,
Some of you may have experienced the game already, but I'd still like to show you some things about the multiplayer battle rules. Now the first thing you will select is the rules. If you create your own rule set, you can immediately begin playing with those rules at any time.
stamina battle.
In addition to time battle and stock battle, stamina battle is now treated as one of the standard Smash modes. There's a different feeling of intensity in these battles. This time, stage selection comes before fighter selection. This way, you can pick a fighter based on how well suited they are for the stage. Or let the last battle's loser pick the next stage to even the odds. In sudden death, you not only start with 300% damage, but the camera will steadily zoom in. This creates a nice sense of urgency.
Oh man, just like the storm in Fortnite.
Chargeable final smashes are now a selectable option. During a match, your final smash meter will fill, and then, once it's maxed out, you can use a weaker final smash.
Okay.
When you apply this option to a match, things can get really flashy. If you're up for a party, please try it out. By the way, no two final smashes will happen simultaneously. There are other additions to the battle modes too. We've added in Squad Strike. It's a 5-on-5 or 3-on-3 elimination style battle to decide the winner.
Okay.
Each player will use 5 consecutive fighters in one battle, but it might be fun for multiple players to take turns as well. We're also including tourney mode. Choose the number of players and CPU participants, and the game will automatically structure a tournament bracket. Up to 32 players can join the tournament, so it's great for parties too. We're adding a special Smash mode called Smashdown. After a battle in this mode, the previously selected fighters will no longer be available to use in the next battle, so each player must select a different fighter. It definitely pays off to be skilled with multiple fighters. You could also strategically pick a fighter your opponent is good with before they can. The new training mode will feature an exclusive stage. We've displayed a grid so it's easy to measure distance and more. You can also display launch distance.
Okay, nice for the people who want to play the game
predicts your
competitively.
trajectory at 0% damage, and the blue line is for 100% damage. The fighter's weight is factored in at the moment of impact. The single-player mode, in which players battle against a series of fighters, will return in the form of Classic mode.
Okay, nice.
Each fighter has a set series of stages and opponents they will face. Now, let me introduce you to some new items, Pokemon, and assist trophies.
Oh man, Dasher will hate this guy. I knew that he was going to be added in some way. The Alolan Executor. Okay. So Abra takes you and teleports you somewhere else. Solgaleo. Lunala. Of course, Mimikyu. Mukumuku. Hey, both the Alolan Vulpix and the regular Vulpix. Marshadow. Ditto. Okay, creates a clone of you.
Back to base.
0. Assist trophies. Knuckles. Although he would have been it would have been better if he were Crystal! Why an assist trophy? Come on. Why Crystal has an assist trophy? Why not a playable character? I'm happy that she's finally here, but why an assist trophy? Why an assist trophy? Grey Fox. Shovel Knight. Well, a lot of people wanted him as a playable character. He has been a lot of people requested him. Oh man, the moon from Majora's Mask. Oh man. If you weren't scared of this moon before, if you weren't already scared of this moon before,
special guest, and another powerful one has just arrived. From the Monster Hunter series, Rathalos swoops in.
Too bad I've never really played
He appears as a boss.
a Monster Hunter game. I've only played a couple
But he can also show up
demos
as an
of
assistant.
some of the games, but I've never really played a full
He's the
Monster
first
Hunter
character to
game.
appear as both. Before we go, I'd like us to take a quick look at the main menu.
Okay, looks nice and slick.
As you can see, there's a mysterious mode here, but we can't talk about that just yet. Also, there's a dashboard on the right side of the screen. This can be accessed at any time by pressing the ZR button. Options and control descriptions are listed here as well. That's all for today's announcement. The entire development team is putting all of their energy into finishing the game, so please be patient until launch day. Thank you so much for watching.
Let me guess, another playable character. King K. Rool? King DDD? And then the real Okay, King K. Rool is a playable character. Yeah, how come they never added him? Yeah, they've added Bowser. We have Bowser. We have King Dedede. But they never really added King K. Rool. I've always wondered why. Oh man. Okay, Simon Belmont added, Richter Belmont added, that a relevant character added, Dark Samus, and King K. Rool added. Okay, so that's it. Well, the only thing that I'm disappointed in so far is that, well, let me tell you this first. I'm happy that Crystal is finally in Super Smash Bros. But why an assist trophy? I really wanted her to be a playable fighter. I can't talk at all. But anyway, maybe I'll give a full. Maybe I make another video about my thoughts about this Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct, but so far I just need some time to let this sink in. So, what were you the most excited about after watching this Direct? Just let me know in the comments, and let me know in the comments below. And yeah, I don't have anything else to say now. So see you guys sometime soon.